guys, Sarah here, back for another day of 30 Inks 30 Days. I'm actually going to start off today with a question. The ink I used yesterday, quite stainy, so I've just done another clean of this just to make sure. And can you buy just the nibs for these pens, the Irotsushi pens? Or because if I want a medium, can I just buy the medium nib, or do I have to get the whole unit again? Because it actually, I don't know, I didn't really force that out. It feels like it's supposed to come out. Yeah, if you haven't been able to tell from the last few days already, I have a bit of a cold. It's like lingering. It's like I haven't had been fully sick. It's just kind of, I don't know, just caught something from daycare, which I'm pretty sure I've complained about already. Yesterday, the day before, I've complained. I hope my voice isn't too annoying to listen to. I am feeling better, but my voice still sounds weird. So who knows? So same deal as always. Whole bunch of ink. I haven't. Why don't I bring some of these up? Top. I haven't yesterday and the day before. I don't think I did any from my new pen friend, so why don't I chuck some of them up the top? I'm not looking at them, I'm just going by the lids. Okay, let's put them in. Oopsies there. All right, that's not on. Let's do one of these for today. What you can't see is that I'm closing my eyes. Oop, is that one? Yes. I'm trying to feel this, and then I'm trying to feel this, and then that feels the same. No. Silly. Why don't I actually just show you what we've got? Rohrer Klingner Scabiosa. Ooh, that's just a fun word to say. It's a flower, a Scabiosa. It looks like a really, almost like ultraviolet blue purple in there. So let's see what happens when we have a look. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's got like a fluorescence to it. Have not thought at all about how I want to. I think I'll do kind of what I did last time. I'll do the bulk of it in this finer nib, and then we can go over some things. I just got a whole lot of it on this dip pen, and I feel like this is going to be an ink that is stainy. So start off week 2. How's everyone feeling? Oh, do you know what I haven't spoken about? Tell me, who you enjoying watching? What have you discovered? Any new channels? Doing 30 days, 30 inks, old favorites that maybe you didn't watch last time, but you're back and really happy to be watching again. Ooh. Yeah, are you doing 30 inks, 30 days? How are you feeling? Are you over it? I'm not over it yet. I feel like last time, I'm saying yet like I've done it so many times. In April, maybe days 15 to 25 started feeling a bit tough and a little bit overwhelming. And then the last bit was fun again. I'm feel good about it. I've discovering some incredible inks. I'm finding it so really interesting, this page compared to the one before. This is punchy and saturated, and the other one was more muted and all by chance, but it just shows you there's just so many different variations of ink. But yeah, I'd love to just know what everyone's feeling about it. And if there is a channel that you love watching, comment below and let me know. I'm not going to guarantee that I'll remember to include it all tomorrow, but over the next few days, I will definitely start kind of adding to my descriptions. And if I can have the time, maybe I can even go back and just start creating a little list. But do you know what I'll do? What about I'll do this? Who are you really enjoying? let me know. And maybe on day 15, like for the halfway, in that description, I can just put like everyone's suggestions in as like one big chunk. So then you're not having to kind of look for videos. Oh, where was this one mentioned? What do you guys think of that? Good idea? Executive decision. Good idea, Sarah. That's what I'll do. So let me know. This ink is punchy. This is a super saturated purple. I'm not really seeing any variation. I'm just seeing like punchy purple, which is really cool. It felt really nice on that. It's gonna take forever to dry. On that dip nib, I think it could have a lightness to it, but we're just not seeing it with the pens we're using right now. You know this. Oh, you are actually a little bit there. Can you see what I mean? Like in the circle, it just looks quite dark, but in the middle of the triangle there is a little bit of variation. I'm not really seeing that real like UV quality that I was talking about when I first opened up the vial, but I wonder if it was actually in a proper fountain pen, if you got more variation and more shading, the light and the dark, would that help kind of create that feeling or association, maybe is a truer word. So now I have to think, where do I want to write? What about I try up here? So this is, I'm always going to spell it wrong. I'm going to say, just writing with it, that this ink is on the wetter side. It's almost at that point of feeling like it's going to run away underneath the dip pen. No, it's not, but it just has that hint of it to it. And I don't know the spelling, how to spell Scabio. And interestingly, on this pen, which is like a lot rougher because it's just a cheapie from AliExpress, it's almost easier. The roughness of this balances out the wetness of the ink, whereas that one's a pilot nib. It's very smooth, but I can feel it. And what's it from is making me want to say it's not pronounced da 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 da. It's pronounced. What is that movie? Okay, I'm trying to think of a reference that I can't remember, and you guys can't answer in real time. Let me do a close up of this, and then we will go and swatch. Oh, look, a little bit of feathering. So it definitely is an ink on the really saturated and wet side. So if you can see, actually quite a bit of feathering. This is going to go crazy in the Stalogy paper. So basically, not so much in the Rohrer, but definitely in the Klingner, in the R, the N, the K, and down here the B, the A. So something to consider, maybe wanting to put this in a drier pen, but you can see the lighter bits of purple there as it's drying. It's a really punchy, beautiful purple, but that's just a really intense ink, and you're just seeing that reflected on the page. All right. I'm almost like scared to do it on the Stalogy paper now because, oh, that's gonna feather. All right, let me set up and then we can do our thing. Okay, we're gonna go in the middle here. I'm so worried this is gonna feather so much. I'm gonna do a smaller amount of ink. All right, here goes nothing, hey? Yep, this is so wet, this ink. Just feel it glide underneath there. I mean, it is beautiful though. It's funny, I have an appreciation for these like really saturated inks, but I'm just not drawn to like inking up pens with them. But then at the same time, like if I received a letter, let's just say, like this color would bring some joy and happiness. So I definitely, like, I can see a place for it. Oh God, what is going on with me? You know what it's supposed to say. It's giving me a little bit of like Delicious Sleep vibes. I think Delicious Sleep might be a touch lighter. I think this is just gonna it's just gonna feather like crazy, isn't it? All right, let's see what happens there. I think because it's so saturated, you're really not seeing much variation of anything. I feel like this is an ink that's gonna stay in a pen. I'm just trying to see if I feel like maybe on the Tomorrow River, am I getting little bits of like a black sheen? I'll bring that up close in a second, just cleaning this off, making sure the lid's on, because, you know, I've had kind of now 2 inks in a row that I haven't had too much to say because they're just quite out of my wheelhouse. I would love to find a place for this ink in my lineup, but it's just something so intense about it, and just knowing that it feathers. And I don't have an example of pen that I go, oh my god, this pen is so dry, it's not usable for me, that then this ink would like counterbalance. But you know, I wonder, actually thinking out loud now, what this might be fun for is like some like flex pen lettering practice. That could be kind of cool. Maybe if the next time I do the font of inspiration hashtag on Instagram, like a monthly font challenge, that could be something. This would be really fun to use. You know what that sentence was trying to be. Also, do you love that I said thinking out loud, where that's like literally all that we do on these videos? Oh, okay. I'm happy that I just thought of a use. Yeah, some lettering practice. This would be really fun to use, and I feel like kind of motivating in its own way. So I want to see if I can show that sheen. Let's move that out the way. Can you see in there? I think it's like is it a black or a green? I'm just not getting any of it at all in the writing sample, but I am there. Let's have a look here and see if I can see anything here. Again, nothing in the writing sample, but can you see little bits there? Tiny bits of sheen. I think it might be a green, a blue green. I mean, it almost looks blue there. So there's something going on, just not entirely sure what. But there we have it. So for this page, so this will be day 9, so 7, day 7, and day 8. This is another ink from my pen friend in England that I got to choose, but I purposely chose ones that I really knew like nothing about. And I am glad that I chose this. So this was one that I was like, I want to go out of my comfort zone. That is a really punchy purple, really saturated. I am convinced there is some sheen going on in there, definitely on the wetter side, and has feathered on both paper, which is something to keep in mind. I definitely wouldn't be using this on like cheap paper at work or anything like that, because I just think it would create a mess for you. All right. I've liked doing a 3 per page as well. Like, it's fun to kind of have it as like its own little episode, even though I don't like that page. That's been fun. And then I have to think about what I want to do next and change it up a little bit. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow to do the rounding out of this page, which will be day 9. And do you know what I don't think I've said thus far in 30 Inks 30 Days? If you could hit like and subscribe, that'd be awesome. Help me out, help get my channel out there a bit. It's always so much fun to chat with you guys, and I will see you then. Bye.